Hey, what's up, guys? For all of you that watch my videos regularly, yes, I try to shoot 2 or 3 videos in one day, so I've got this goofy green shirt on here today, just like I did from my other video. My name's Kenny Lammons with Medicare Millennials, where we chronicle our journey to building a large, successful Medicare book of business and just share with you guys as we go along what's working, what's not. Try to give out tips, tricks, things like that. So today I want to talk about something that I'm super excited about, which is local networking and generating inbound leads. I did a video on this recently. This is kind of an update, and I'm going to specifically talk about referral partners. So you hear about people who get all of their business from dedicated referral partners in their network, and that's awesome. How do you identify who the best referral partners for a Medicare agent are? And then how do you meet them? How do you develop that relationship to where they want to share business back and forth with you? So I'll pause right there, and I just want to say that if you're a new agent, don't put the cart before the horse, okay? So I'm a big believer that if you're starting from scratch, that your most effective way to begin to grow your Medicare business is just to have a rinse and repeat model. Find a lead source that's consistent for you, that you can consistently afford a monthly budget for, and just go out there and do the work, hit the ground running, and go get your first few hundred customers, your first few hundred clients to start building your book. Now, that isn't to say that you can't work on your networking skills and try to do some of these things at the same time, but if you're going to sit around and think you're going to jump into this business, snap your fingers, and all these doctors' offices are just going to choose to use you exclusively as somebody they trust to send business to, it's probably not going to work out that way, and you're going to look up in 6 months, you're not going to have very many clients under your belt. So again, I'm just really careful to say this is an exciting part and a step in the growth of a Medicare agency, but just remember that I'm a big believer that the newer you are, the more focused you need to be on just that one consistent lead source early on. Okay, so with that out of the way, let me just talk about what I think and what I've identified from both personal experience and talking to people further along than me in the industry who are the best referral partners for a Medicare agent. So I think number one, of course, is obviously like doctors' offices and pharmacies. And that's simply because, of course, that is where they facilitate and use their healthcare. And so they're going to trust and have to deal with their insurance plan every time that they go in there. So what that relationship might look like is just if a doctor's office, they don't want to be overwhelmed and just spend too much time for their staff to research all of these plans and to facilitate walking their patients through signing up for a different plan or answering questions about their plan. So long story short, if you develop a relationship with them and they can trust you, then they can just direct all of those questions and inquiries and changes and everything to you. It's so you're just going to get calls when those patients come in and have questions or need help. You may have a business card or a brochure there, or they may just give your phone number out. That's an excellent way to locally network. It's going to be a powerful referral if they call you because they got your name from their doctor's office or from their pharmacy. Then obviously they're going to trust you and you're going to be able to do some business. So doctors' offices are great. P&C agencies that don't do life and health at all are really, really good referral partners because you can easily refer them business, especially if they're mainly focused on like home and auto policies. Well, every single one of your customers would love to save money on any of their home or auto policies. And so it can be a really symbiotic relationship there. Anybody that they encounter that's turning 65, they probably get asked about Medicare routinely. And if you've got a good relationship there, you guys can pass that business back and forth. The same goes for under 65 health insurance agents. So people that do a lot of ACA Obamacare, or people that work for like United Health Advisors, US Health Advisors, whatever it's called. A lot of those people, they don't want to touch Medicare. They don't understand it and they have no desire to. They're focused on the under 65 markets. So as their clients age into Medicare and they're able to feed you those referrals and vice versa, if like me, I don't do any under 65 healthcare. So if I've got a customer who's like, oh, my daughter doesn't have Medicare, she just lost her job and she really needs help, well, I can pass that along to my referral partners who do specialize in under 65 health. Another one is financial advisors. So this is great because I mean, I know a few financial advisors that do Medicare, but apparently there's some like a little bit of, I don't even know the word for it, conflict of interest, I guess. So a lot of financial advisors don't touch Medicare. Okay, they completely refer that out. So, and obviously there's a high level of trust if they're already investing all their money and their wealth planning and tax strategy with a guy, and that they ask about Medicare and they refer them to you, it's going to be really strong as well. So those are some just obvious ones. Please drop in the comments below if you've identified some really, really good referral partners that I didn't bring up and I haven't thought of, because I'd love to myself personally go out in my local area and network with some other types of businesses that are great referral partners for us Medicare agents. So what are the best ways to get to know some of these referral partners? I think the most straightforward one is joining like business networking groups. The biggest one out there is BNI, which I recently joined. A BNI group stands for Business Networking International. And it's just a collection of local business owners who meet regularly, they get to know one another, get to trust one another, and they pass referrals back and forth. So almost any business networking group like that in your local area is going to have a seat for a Medicare agent, and maybe they don't have one right now. It's a great opportunity. Also, Chamber of Commerce meetings are really, really good. Even if it didn't end up just being the most lucrative lead generating, referral generating endeavor ever, it's going to get you plugged into the movers and shakers in your area, and just kind of maybe provide some opportunities for you down the road on top of just that short-term referral trading business. And then a third way that you can do it, and a lot of agents have done this successfully, is just cold introductions, and go introduce yourself to every single pharmacy, every single doctor's office, every single P&C agency, whatever you're going to target, whatever referral partner, and just show up, introduce yourself, show your, go bat your eyes and shake a couple of hands and get to know them. I think that's obviously a little bit harder way to do it, because when we're newer or even a little later on in our business, it takes a lot of time to just go cold door knocking to make those relationships. So I think the best way would be to plug into some kind of group like Chamber or business networking group that's going to get you those introductions a little bit faster and a little bit warmer. I hope that was helpful, guys. We're just always trying to look what's next, what's the next step. We want to build a large, successful book of business. Leave any comments below for those of you that are doing other types of networking with referral partners that we could learn from. Have a good one.